So I wanted to talk about defining hybrids and how we categorize hybrids a little bit. There's kind of a couple different categories we can put them in, but for the most part, the industry is kind of taken over with certain phrases or certain terms. And one of them you'll see a lot from textbooks is a strong, medium, or weak hybrid. And then it goes into kind of subcategories of those three. So what UCM offers as far as our hybrids is what I would call a strong hybrid in the Gen 1 Prius, also a strong hybrid in the Gen 2 Prius, and then a strong plug-in hybrid in the Volt. So there are various levels of hybridization. Generally it comes down to how much hybridization or how much capability that powertrain has. In other words, in comparison, if we took the plug-in designation off the Volt, I would call the Volt a strong hybrid and call the Prius a medium hybrid. The reason being the Prius above about 20 or 25 miles an hour is actually incapable of not starting the gas engine. So mechanically it is limited in that way that it has to start the gas engine after about 25 miles an hour. To me, that's a pretty significant limitation to its operation as opposed to the Volt, which will do about 110 miles an hour in electric only without the engine operating. Ask me how I know. So both of those Priuses or Prii I would count as strong hybrids in the grand scheme of things, as they have an electric only operation, meaning they will shut the engine down while the vehicle is moving in certain instances and actually operate in electric only mode, much like the Volt will while the battery is charged. Now, when the Volt's battery is discharged, it operates much like a Prius does. So again, those lines are a little bit blurred by differences in operation. So the tendencies of textbook writers is to divide those up into that mild, medium, and strong hybrids. I tend to look at them as they're all hybrids, they just have different features. But for the sake of your textbook, most of our Prii would be considered probably a strong hybrid. Our Volt would be considered a strong plug-in hybrid. And then things like the Malibu with the belt alternator starter would probably be considered a weak hybrid or a mild hybrid. Your medium hybrids are a little bit harder to define. Again, there's different areas in the industry, and it kind of depends on where you put the line between medium and a strong hybrid. Again, I would categorize something like the Volt or the Fusion Energy as a strong hybrid almost in all cases, but that would kind of bump the Prius back down to a medium hybrid categorization. So it really depends on how you want to define it. I'm not usually too picky on those questions and answers and things like that, but that's for the most part how we define these vehicles here. So.